What's up, everybody? Yanni here. Blue Otter's own Samikin has generously stepped away from his schoolwork to chat with me for a few minutes. Hope everything's going well. How's school going?
Great. Well, up until this weekend, it's been somewhat smooth sailing. I have like two essays, two group projects. I got class signups for next semester happening tomorrow. Got searching for a job, like NACL scouting, SIDO, ACL, and even like CLOL is like all going on this week too.
Dude, that's so brutal. Well, we'll try to make this one quick to let you get back to your schoolwork and everything like that. So, speaking of CLOL, is your CLOL team going to make waves in 2026? I mean, any team that's got Samikin in the mid lane, we expect it to, make something happen.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to crack top 32 at this rate because in NECC we are currently undefeated. Even though we're in like tier two NECC, we're currently undefeated. And for NCAA Project One that was happening, we're also currently undefeated. And yeah, honestly, our team is pretty tight knit, and we've all been like friends for like such a long time. So there's like a lot of synergy, and it's a good thing that I've been acting as their captain as the one with like the most experience and like as a senior in high school or not high school, what in college. So it's like it's good practice for me and for the rest of the team.
That's always great. Hopefully, we can get you on the NECC stream at some point because I got some pull there. So maybe we'll get you in for a playoff game or something. So back to current events. You're in the SIDO Combine. You were in it last year. Made it out to LA as one of the 10 finalists. How different has your experience been compared to last year?
Honestly, I think the biggest difference is that I'm not a rookie anymore. Like back in Sido last year, I was basically like a giant rookie, and now I'm a lot more experienced after having like two more splits of NACL under my belt after the very first split in summer of 2025. Uh, I've also just like gained a lot of experience like because of it, so I feel like I can be more of a quote unquote leader kind of like I do in CLOL, so I can help with the comms out now. Unlike last year, I can just do a lot of extra things that like is expected of me as a player in general. So I think that's like the biggest thing that I've been seeing as a difference in CLOL or in Sido.
Yeah, and being a mid laner, having that vocality, right, and being able to speak up a little bit more
Yeah.
and feeling more comfortable is really important. So now that you're more of the uh, leader-esque type of role as opposed to the rookie, have there been any players that have really impressed you in the combine, and why?
Honestly, the first person that comes to mind is Aeon Crystal, actually, because I've played with Aeon for like three of my early Sido matches, like in the first and second week, and I was really impressed by him. I think he's a very standout player because he like plays above the level that everyone expected him to be at as like just a tier three player, and he really like is able to like elevate the teams that he's on during the combines, at least from my experience. So I would say he's like definitely the standout.
I'm with you on that. I think he has played pretty exceptionally. And compared to all the teams that we've seen him on in tier three, we're kind of hoping that, like, oh, this might be his chance to get in a team that's going to be like a top 16 half. Obviously, we don't really
Yeah.
know what the formats are going to look like next year because things change from year to year, as you know. So things that are changing a little bit are the ACL team that you're going to be with for this particular split. Tell me a little bit about your team and what your personal goals are for this ACL split.
Okay, so the way the team formed, I basically joined a pre-existing team with a bunch of friends that I became friends with over the past few months, like over the summer. And I thought it'd be a fun experience as well as be able to help me help myself personally as a way to become more of a leader type of person as like someone who's like played in tier two. And I think it'd be good for me to like again help increase my comms, and I thought it'd be like a good experience to play with players outside of like my usual group of people that I usually play with like on Blue Hour, like Robex, Quacker, and like Levitate and all the other all the other ones. I like can't remember all of them now for some reason, but like yeah. I think it'd be a good I think it's good to be able to play with like a whole slew of players.
I really like that thought because you get to learn a little bit more, right? Because people have different play styles and you have to approach the game a little bit differently because of that. So I think that's great. And hopefully you guys have
Yeah.
a
It's a
really good
very
season.
elevated it's a very elevating experience for sure, yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. So let's take a step back and go a little bit big picture now. So Blue Otter finished third in the NACL Split 2 playoffs, and there were rumors swirling that you guys could have even been in the promotion tournament. Obviously, Conviction ended up playing. So I know
Mhm.
that you probably have your own bar for success. Do you think that 2025 has been a successful year for you?
Uh yeah, I'd definitely say so. I think there was a bunch. There was like some things that unfortunately happened during the, I believe it's the spring split of the first split of NACL,
Hmm.
and we ended up missing playoffs because of circumstances outside of our control, let's say. So I think it was like a big missed opportunity for us as a team during that split, because I think everyone knew that, or not everyone, but like I think my team knew, Blue Otter knew that if we were given a little bit extra time to like come together as a team, we would be able to like make it into the top half of NACL, and like just given the opportunity to play playoffs and just like have more games under our belt would definitely have helped us. So being able to how should I say this? Being able to make it as far as we did in summer to make all the way to third, I think like really solidified that idea that if given the chance we would be able to like show up, and that our ceiling is a lot higher than I guess what people expected out of us expected out of us due to the previous split.
Well, hopefully you'll have a first place finish in your future, man. You are one of the best and brightest that we have in Tier 2 North America, with especially
Thank
in
you.
the mid lane. So everybody here in Tier 2, Tier 3 wants to like see you succeed and do really, really well. So uh, one of the big changes for the year that we had was Fearless Draft coming through. How has Fearless Draft affected your development as a player? Because, you know, you've been known to have a little bit of a I guess weird is not like a great word because it feels like mean, but a different champion pool than you'd see the average mid laner have.
Yeah. I mean, I think Fearless Draft overall is like partially one of the reasons why I got into competitive, because you would not see me playing like the same like 10 meta champion or like 5 meta champions every game. You would not see me playing like Ori Azir Syndra like every single game. I was like, I like those champions, but like I don't like them enough to get to play them like 50 games in a season. So like, you know. So I think I am a product of Fearless, because my champion pool, I'm really good at. I like to think that I'm really good at my champions, and that I bring like a unique like skill set to like any team. So I think Fearless like really helps like extenuate those positives out of me compared to like other players. So I love Fearless. Good job.
Fearless has been pretty entertaining, and your VTuber mid lane champion pool, as we've been starting to
uh,
call it, is pretty good. Hey, listen, you know, with Cupic, you
yeah.
know, and Yozu as well, you guys have that similar overlap, and you know, so we've just started calling them VTuber mid laners. So, assuming that you want to get to the next level, because I don't think somebody plays this much in tier 2 if they don't want to get to the next level, right? What do you believe you need to
Yeah.
do in order to, you know, get to a tier 1 level?
Hmm. I think the main thing that I can really focus on, and that I am focusing on this ACL that I previously mentioned, is like just communicating better inside and outside of game, and just becoming more of the leader type character, because as a recent like follower archetype of person or player, I think like it's a lot harder to succeed as like as like a follower, which like makes total sense. Like it's better to like choose your own destiny kind of thing. So I think that that's like the best way for me to improve as a player and like as a person slash teammate in general. So I think that's like the main thing that I will be focusing on this like whole year basically, and into next NACL split as a player.
Sometimes you gotta take the game into your own hands, like Inspired did in FlyQuest last game at Worlds.
Yeah.
That five game was something else. Speaking of Worlds, who do you think's gonna win Worlds?
uh Honestly, I have not been following Worlds that much because I've been so busy. I've only
That's
been
fair.
watching like I've been watching the Kdro videos, but I have seen
That's
that
enough.
KT is undefeated and that Genji is also still looking very strong. So I think like given my limited information, I think it'll be like KT versus Genji like in finals maybe, or maybe like T1 is in there
So they're
somewhere.
playing their semifinal match against each other.
Oh, so they're
Right? Let me
so
go
one of
make
them will be
sure.
top four. Okay.
One of them will go to the finals and the other one will finish
Yeah.
top 4 because they've already made it there.
Oh,
Let me go take a yeah, so they're playing their semifinal match against each other.
well, that is Unfortunate. That might be
Oh,
like the actual finals.
you know what? You're right. It could be because KT has been incredibly impressive. They have looked quite
Mhm.
good. So I was kind of surprised they 3-0'd CFO. I picked CFO to win. I knew that
I thought
CFO.
CFO would win too. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were going to win, but I thought they were going to at least like maybe take a game or maybe force 5. But I guess KT is
Yeah.
just that goaded. Samikin, that's all I had for you. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. You have any shout outs? You want to tell the people what you got going on?
Yeah. Come support us at ACL for my team Respawn. I'm sure we'll be able to like make a big splash as like one of the dark horse characters since some people, the seating committee put us in pool 3 outside of like 4 pools.
I'm
So
not going to lie, bro. I might have also put you in pool 3. I wasn't on the
wow.
seating committee, but
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. We just have to prove everyone wrong, you know. Just gotta
yeah,
win.
that's true. That's true. Night Stars had a really, really big 2025. And I mean, you and Mixture, again, when we talk about some of the best and brightest in tier 3, tier 2, we talk about you guys, right? So, you know what? Maybe you guys will do a little bit better than the seating committee thinks. A lot of really, really strong teams. So, don't
True.
take it too personally with whatever they decide to do. This is precisely why I elected not to be on the committee. I'll tell you that. Alrighty, man. Well, once again, thank you so much for your time. Good luck in the combine. Good luck with everything you got going on, and good luck finishing up that schoolwork this weekend.
Thank you.